Greetings, friends. Welcome to... Boy, I don't know what this is. I've got a new overlay for Heart of the Swarm. I wanted to test it out, and I thought maybe we could take a look at a pretty cool replay or two. And that's all I have planned. Okay, so I just want to make sure that the replay... the overlay works. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we're going to go into StarCraft. Hopefully the sounds are not too off. The music's not too loud, hopefully. So what we're going to do is take a look at a replay I played against Master Mike. Yeah, it's right here. And the new HOTS overlay I'm using will bring up as soon as the game starts. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks good. Looks very good. Okay, cool. So, this is the second game I played against Mike in, I think it was last evening. Alright, so there's a whole lot of chat right there. I paused it because he made me so nervous. Just by telling me that he was going to harass me like crazy, I just lost it, right? So, anyway, in this game, I basically decided to go for a 4-gate with Mothership Core for pressure. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Go to everyone cam. So, sent out my first worker scout, as we can see here. Basically, what I wanted to know is, did he fast expand? Okay, hold on. I gotta pause it for a second. Okay. I thought I knew he fast expanded. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Alright. So, I plant down this proxy, well, mid-proxy pylon here. Because I don't think he's gonna see this area because the movement of a Overlord for fast scout would be directly across, and that's where this one is right here. Okay? So once that Overlord kind of got over to the edge, to my base, this is really not a well-scouted area generally. He's scouting up to the top here. This is also Star Station, I think it is. So he is scouting, but he's already passed through this area here, and so he does not see this. Right? Okay. The other reason why I put my probe on the Zelnaga tower is just in case he runs across the probe, he's going to think that's the only thing this probe has done. He might see the probe, attack the probe, and not think that the probe has also done this right here. So. Okay, so obviously I still do not know that he's only on, or that he's actually expanded. He's on 2 bases, but I really want to win, so I'm going for a 4-gate, as I mentioned before, with the Mothership Core. And the Mothership Core presents a lot of very different options for Protoss against Zerg. Zerg early game really does not have a lot of anti-air aside from the Queen, so big possibility for early game pressure, I think. And I have not been playing with early game pressure like at all, so I gotta get back to it. Alright. So let's see what's going on in the Mike camp. So he's building, this is kind of interesting, he's building a couple spine crawlers at the front. I don't really know if that's in response to anything or if he's just playing defensive, I'm not really sure. Our army tab, I'm ahead in army by about 200. I'm starting to move out here. I think we're still waiting for, oh, yeah, warp gate just finished. We're at about the 7-minute mark. And I think we're going to get one round of warp-ins and then we're going to go attack. I think that's what's going to happen. Anyway, I hope the new overlay is working out. Here comes the attack. I'm going to actually slow it down just a little bit. I don't want to get too dramatic here, but we got a warp-in of Zealots, a few Stalkers, and a Mothership Core. The Stalkers is mostly an attack move right here. Now this is very, very, very cool. The Mothership Core has this time warp thing, which is really, really handy with Speedlings because they just simply do not get a chance to surround as fast. So we're going to speed up again just a little bit. I think, again, there's no anti-air, right, at this point, other than a Queen. I've got more warp-ins coming. I've got another pylon building. Zealots mostly coming in. Would like to see some sentries at this point to block the ramp. He's got to pull workers for defense. I'm going to pause for a second. This is really interesting. The time warp thing, I'm not even sure if it's called time warp. Let's take a hold of it. What is it? Yeah, time warp, okay. Time warp slows all enemy units, like all enemy units, by half, okay? So, if you're getting attacked by workers or speedlings and you drop that, I mean, the whole point of them having speed is that they can get to your unit to attack the unit faster, right? But if they're half as fast, they take a lot longer to get to the attack. So, dropping that for the Mothership Core, I really don't know what else she can do, really, kind of on an offensive point of view. But that seems to really slow down the movement and therefore the attack of melee units. And they can't even escape that fast. And I've got a force field onto them, so that's pretty sweet. Alright. So he lost a ton of workers. What does he have for units? Ooh. Well, we're even. Ridiculous. Anyway, but I've taken an expansion, as you guys can see in the mini-map. Little force fielding of the ramp. And I'm not sure what's going on up here. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Too much A move, man. Interestingly, so I've put down a second pylon on this attack, and it's not even the only pylon I have, which is this one here. Okay. Just speed it up a bit. So even if this pylon falls, it's not a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to pause really quickly. Right here, this is an interesting force field. We've got a bunch of Zerglings. By throwing down this force field as we enter the base, we make sure that they cannot come up and help defend. But I should have done that a couple times and just really, really, really kept them out. Wish I had done that. Trying to block in the workers as well, so that they can't escape as easily. Now, Zerglings are in, but just way too much army. Reinforcements keep coming. Little micro there just to pull out, not to get too much of a surround from the Zerglings. More zealots coming in. Got an expansion, and workers are going to be transferred right there. And that is GG. That's the end. Anyways, it was a good game with Mike. It was a lot of fun. Oops. Escape. Hold on. Let's quit this replay. Alright. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Played with Mike. He beat me the game before. I gave him a bit of a challenge. I did. But this one, I really wanted to win, and I thought I'd try some early game pressure, and it worked. So, also, hope the overlay worked well. And for anyone's watching, I'm going to just jump in the chat. There's no one in the chat. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. And have a good night. Visit sc2mistakes.com and sc2mistakes on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Good night.